Hi, my name is Elnaaz and I'm here to introduce you to the fascinating world of hair transplant. In this video, we're going to dive into the history of this amazing art and explore how it has evolved over time. But that's just the beginning. If you're interested in learning the step-by-step techniques and mastering the most professional tips, you're in the right place. So stay with me because we're about to embark on a journey that's both educational and exciting. Let me tell you the story of how hair transplant started. It's more fascinating than you might think. It all goes back to the 1950s. Picture this. A dermatologist named Dr. Norman Orwintrich is trying to solve a problem no one else has cracked yet. His patients, mostly men struggling with baldness, are desperate for a solution. But back then, the medical field didn't have much to offer. That's when Dr. Norman comes up with a crazy idea. What if we take healthy hair from the back of the head and move it to the bald spots? It sounded pretty wild at the time, but he decided to give it a shot. And guess what? It worked. The transplanted hair kept growing just like it used to. This breakthrough changed everything, giving people a hope that baldness didn't have to be permanent anymore. The early days, trial and error. Fast forward to the 1960s and 70s, when other doctors started experimenting with hair transplants. They tried methods like punch grafting, where they'd move little round patches of scalp to bald area. The result, though, well, let's just say the hair looked more like it's blind on a doll than a person. But even though it wasn't perfect, it was a start. Doctors realized they needed to get better at mimicking how natural hair grows. The 1990s. Hair transplants get real. By the 1990s, things started getting serious. A new method called FUT, follicular unit transplantation, came onto the scene. Instead of transplanting big chunks of scalp, doctors would take teeny groups of hair follicles and carefully place them in thinning areas. The results were a game changer. For the first time, people could have hair transplants that looked completely natural. So natural that no one could tell it wasn't their real hair. But there was still one problem: the scars. Doctors wanted to make the procedure less invasive and leave smaller marks. The 2000s, a game changer with FUE. Then came the 2000s and everything changed again. A new technique called FUE, follicular unit extraction, took over. Instead of cutting off strips of scalp, doctors started removing hair follicles one by one. This method was a total game changer. No big scars, faster recovering time, and the results even more natural looking than ever. People loved it. Suddenly getting a hair transplant felt a lot less intimidating. Today, when science meets art, now hair transplants have reached a whole new level. With robots, advanced softwares, and tools like micrografts. The results are so precise that even your closest friends won't notice you had anything done. Imagine this: a robot carefully selecting and transplanting each hair follicle, or a specialist designing your hairline to perfectly match your face shape. It's not just a medical procedure anymore. It's an art form. Why this story matters today? Hair transplants aren't just about getting your hair back. They're about getting your confidence back. What started as a bold experiment in the 1950s has become one of the coolest advancements in modern beauty and self-care. So, what about you? Ready to start your own transformation story? Maybe one day this amazing technology will make all the difference in your life too.